Do you get the feeling that all you do is solve problems for other people every day at work? You're in that sort of firefighting and crisis mode. You are the chief problem solver. Employees often bring their problems to the manager to solve more often than not. And you just solve them because that's who you are. That's what got you up to this level. You're a go-getter, you're a problem solver, and you get that dopamine hit. It's good for the ego to solve everyone's problems. It makes you feel important. Well, let me tell you, this is employees, they're taking the lazy route. They're taking the easiest possible route and getting other people to solve it. What you want to create is a creative problem solving team in which they're almost like autonomous and they can solve their own problems. What you could have created is that short-term thinking. Is it quicker and easier for me to solve the problem? Well, I'll tell you this, it's not going to get you promoted. You're going to be too valuable. And the reason is you're going to be too valuable, right? Oh, we can't let Clint get promoted because you've got so much knowledge over solving all these problems that we can just promote someone else above him. I've seen it before. You create that dependency. You are the answer person all the time. You work hard for it, but it's not going to serve you. And your employees probably hate you for it because you're not giving them any autonomy. We want this mythical unicorn employee that just solves everything. But then at the end of the day, we treat them and we micromanage them, and they end up leaving the business. What you got to think about is your employees and your team members. Their success is a direct contribution of your management and leadership styles. So if they get promoted, that's because of you. You've created that, and it's your responsibility to give them the skills and the techniques to solve problems, to get them promoted. Okay. Now, how do we do this? How do we get your team members and your employees solving their own problems? Well, it's pretty simple. You need to take you need to take a bit of a hit. You need some short-term pain to invest your time within them. So you need to act as a coach by asking questions. You need to co-facilitate some of the answers, create a bit of a framework around their problem solving. So loads of different problem solving models, and then hold them accountable to what they're going to say that they're going to do. Okay. Because that will get them solving their own problems and less time knocking at your door saying, boss, can you solve this problem? So I've got 4 steps. Okay. So 4 steps in which you can get them solving their own problems. So the first step is you need to hand the problem back over to them. Okay. They'll come to you. Well, what do you think about this? How can you solve that problem? What resources do you need? If you were me, and this is a good question, if you were me, how do you think I would solve it? And straight away, they're going to start thinking, oh, geez, he's asking all these questions. Never thought about that before. Number 2, get them to write it down. If you write things down, as the act of writing, you're actually going to start thinking and solving that problem. So send them away, get them to write it down. They can do a variety of things like a pros and cons list. They can do force field analysis. They can do a brainstorming, a mind mapping session over all the different options and how they can solve it. And then the third thing is you need to then ask them, well, as a result of all this, what are you going to do about it? What are your actions you're going to take? So just recapping that, the first thing you need to do, hand the problem back, ask them the question, well, how do you think you can solve that? Number 2, get them to write the problem down. Number 3, get them to brainstorm or mind map it, away at their own desk. And then when they come back to you, you say, well, how are we going to solve this? What actions are you going to take? Because by doing that, you've actually given them a framework of problem solving that they never had before. And that's going to get you and your team, the best possible results. Look, I'll be honest, it does come with a couple of caveats on here. Is you don't want to create that dependency where they're always coming to you and you're coaching them. So you need to set that expectation of, look, I'm going to show you how to do it. And then I expect you, every time you come up against a problem, is to go through this process. Okay. So you need to make sure that they clearly understand that. And tell them this is the problem solving model that I want you to use moving forward. Because you don't want to be the answer person. You want to create that culture. You want to get promoted. You want them to do well. But you don't want to solve all their problems. And my final top tip, this is a real secret. If they keep coming to you to say, hey, come and see me at 5 p.m. and we can go through this, or at 5:30 p.m. Because guess what? If they come see you at 11 and they have to wait until 5:30, guess what they've already done? Solve the problem for themselves. So try it out next time. Come see me at 5 p.m. if you're still having that problem. Works every time.